Hi, my name is Mia, and I will be talking about arts and literature. I will be mentioning Virgil, Horace, Ovid, Livy, Pliny the Elder, Stoicism, Seneca, Cicero, Marcus Aurelius, and many Roman arts like sculptures, busts, and mosaics. First, I will be talking about Virgil, a Roman poet. He was born in 70 BC and died in 19 BC. He was most known for writing the epic Aeneid. An epic is a long narrative poem. He was perceived as the greatest Roman poet, but he was not born in Rome. His early years were spent on a farm in the village of Andes. After the war between Caesar and Pompey, his farm was seized. This brought Virgil close to Octavian, one of the emperors of Rome's friends. Virgil's best friend was Maecenas, the chief imperial minister of Augustus, who freed him from all of his debt. He devoted his life to literature. He studied the Greek poets and became famous for his epic Aeneid. Next is Horace. He lived from 65 to 8 BC. He was most famous for odes. Odes is a collection of short song-like poems. There are some about personal matters of himself, and some are about love and beauty. He was born in southern Italy. His father was a former slave, but Horace got a great education in Rome and in Athens. Next person is Ovid, also known as Publius Ovidius Naso, who lived from 43 BCE to 17 CE. He wrote the Metamorphoses, which is a collection of mythological stories. He was born in the west of Rome. He was a servant before devoting his whole life to poetry. He was also friends with Horace. The next person is Livy, who lived from 59 BCE to 17 CE. He was a great Roman historian. He told AB Urbi Condita, which tells the founding of Rome. He wrote 142 books. Sadly, only 35 of them are still in existence today. He was famous in the ancient times and was born in northern Italy. Pliny the Elder lived from 61 AD to 79 AD. He wrote the 37-volume natural history book. It was used in the Middle Ages to study the Roman times. He was also born in northern Italy. The next thing is Stoicism, which is a philosophy that says happiness and judgment should be based on behavior rather than words. And it reminds you that the world is sometimes unpredictable. Next, we're going to be talking about Seneca, Cicero, and Marcus Aurelius. Seneca lived from 4 BCE to 65 CE. He was the advisor to Emperor Nero. He wrote philosophical works and drama. He was born in Spain. Cicero lived from 106 to 43 BCE. He was the Roman Senate and was very skilled at speeches. Marcus Aurelius lived from 121 to 180 CE. He became the Roman emperor and was trained at the Greek Stoic philosophy. He put others before himself and was a great and successful leader. Next thing I will be talking about is Roman art, like sculptures, busts, and mosaics. Busts are a type of sculpture that's just a person's head. It's very important in daily life. They put sculptures on buildings, parks, homes, and gardens. Some of the sculptures and art were influenced by Greeks. Some were actually just copies. Wealthy people decorated their houses with sculptures. There were sometimes gods, goddesses, philosophers, athletes, and famous generals. A bust was a very popular type of sculpture in Rome. They would put the bust of their ancestors in their house. The next thing is mosaics, which were sculptures, but they were pictures that were composed of tiles. They age better than pictures and could be put on walls or floors. Thank you for watching my video about art and literature.